Slow sales can affect many resellers, and while my sales are doing pretty well, there's one type of item I'm just having a hard time selling, and I'm going to talk to you about that here on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin' Ain't Easy. Sales have been great, guys. Overall, sales have been pretty good. I want to know how your sales have been, but as the thumbnail says, I need your help. And I've been thinking about this and thinking about this and thinking about this, and because this is a new item in my store, I just don't have a lot of experience selling this particular item. Now, it doesn't mean I don't know anything about it. I'm very highly in tune with the sporting world, and just to kind of get to the chase here, I have these football display cases. You guys know about them. Those of you who watch the channel should know about them. I've been blessed to come across $600 worth of 4 pallets worth of football, basketball, baseball display cases. I have a good friend in California. He was generous enough to lend his time and his resources to get these out to me, 4 pallets. And it only cost me $600 out of pocket. We're talking over 1,000 items. I'd say more than half are baseball size cases, which of course don't sell for as much. I think I have 36 packs of some of these baseball cases on sale for like $89.99 or whatever, free shipping, even free shipping, guys. And still no luck. I haven't sold one thing out of this lot. Now, I kind of take that back. I did sell 2 hockey nets that were in one of the boxes that were in one of the pallets. But I think that was like $40 for both of them, plus shipping, that type of thing. But aside from that, crickets. And my other things that I'm putting up in my store, the things that like I picked up a carload of today, and I'm going to be going in the next 45 minutes as of this video to go pick up another carload of stuff. And we're talking like a muffler system for a Yamaha motorcycle, okay? Exhaust system, that kind of thing. Cost me $6. $6. And it's a return. Probably someone bought the wrong thing, and that I'm going to put up for about $150 plus shipping. And like a lot of the motorcycle parts that I've picked up, like the sissy bar seats, the secondary seat on a bike, some exhaust pipes and things like that, I've had no problem moving. But I'm having a hard time moving this stuff, guys. There's many different strategies you can employ to move merchandise. And while I'm not having a problem at all moving a lot of the need stuff, we talk about need versus wants a lot on this channel. The purchase that I made, I bought a pallet of these acrylic cases, was not in any way, shape, or form in my mind a want type of item. Now, arguments can be made that some items can be more need than want and more want than need, completely want, completely need. But that's not really the point of this video. I knew going in that these aren't the type of items that I've been successful with. But at the price point, we're talking about over 1,000 pieces, mostly baseball, but we have these footballs as well. I think we have like over 150 different football ones. Most of them are these here that I showed you. And it's about how do we move these, and it's trying to find the fine line between selling them too low, where they're just getting blown out, right? You put them on just super deep discounts and they're gone. You maybe make a few $100 by the time it's all said and done. Remember, I'm only into these for $1.50 a piece after I cost average them out. These cases, the baseball ones, I've assigned about 30 cents to. So I've got a lot of room. My price point right now, I think I'm about $24.99, $25.99 plus the cost of shipping. People in the United States, it's going to cost, after they apply my coupon, after the markdown sale that's in place, and the discounted shipping, I use UPS Ground with my discounted rates passed on to the buyer, should be a little under $40, and that's in line with the previous sold comps for this particular brand and style of case. But yet I sit here with crickets. And on my other account, I've even tested the idea of putting some of these cases up with free shipping. I think my price point is like $38.99 free shipping. Crickets. Mercari. I've put some of these up on Mercari, or actually only put one up at a time. But the one that I have up there is like $19.99 plus the cost of shipping. The buyer buys the label through Mercari. Crickets. So I decided today I was going to go on and do a search. Just do a search on football display cases. And I come up with a lot of personalized type cases, like team branded cases, maybe cases that are designed for a specific player or type of thing, and maybe a little bit fancier cases. And not a whole lot of these. I did find, and before making this video, I made a listing to try to emulate this. There's 4 cases for $99 shipped. Okay, so we're talking, it's about 14 pounds after it's all said and done. I have an 18 by 18 by 18 box, or many of these boxes from Uline that I can fit these all in and ship them out on my dime, $99.99 plus, actually not plus shipping, but that's shipped. And I'm going to give that a try, right? I mean, the other alternative is just to sit and wait, but I'm not interested in sitting and waiting. I'm trying to make as much as I can on these. At the same time, I'm not willing to wait a year or two to get these moved. So I have had suggestions by some of you saying, hey, put other things inside these cases and show these as they can be displayed for like action figures and stuff. But, these are all sealed. I really don't want to open any of these. I'm hopeful that I can sell these by trying to sell people on their intended purpose, which is for football and not necessarily anything else. Maybe I'm making a mistake here, but if you were in to these cases for as cheap as I am, what would you do? What would you do with? Would you call around locally to find maybe a sports card shop or a memorabilia shop to see if they were interested in taking these off of your hands by the piece? Maybe $5 a piece, and then on the baseball maybe a dollar or two. That would be a quick flip, right? Of course, I'd have to arrange for transportation. We're talking 4 pallets, and I don't have anything palletized, so it's multiple trips in my SUV, or they could come and pick them up, I suppose. That's an option. Or specifically on eBay or online, how would you go about selling these? The thought came across my mind for Amazon. Maybe do Amazon FBA. But this is new old stock. So what I'm finding that the UPC number isn't registering when I scan the UPC. So while this brand Ball Cube is still in existence and still sells this particular case, it's under a different UPC number and it's under different packaging. So I think that might be a problem if I try to piggyback off of those listings and sell this particular old stock under a new stock listing. So my hope here is to just put out my problem to you guys and share that, hey, I'm going through a lot of the same things many of you are, and just to want to bounce off ideas. Because look, if there's an idea that hasn't been discussed, that maybe you have, maybe I'm pricing it too high, maybe I need to be under $20 plus shipping, or if I'm doing it with shipping, I need to be around $30, knowing that it's only going to cost me $14-15 to ship, max, I think, with my shipping discounts already in place, and I'm going to yield somewhere around an 7-8x discount after my fees. And with that in mind, I am promoting these at like 9 or 10%. So I've done everything I think I can except lower the price. But at what price point do you think these things are going to sell, and sell in a manner where they're not flying off the shelf? Because when they're flying off the shelf, they're priced a little high. They're priced a little low. Where it's a happy medium between not pricing your items too low and pricing them too high. So I just thought I guess I could figure this out myself, right? I guess I could just do trial and error like I have been, but I thought it would be kind of fun to come out here, make a quick video, and just kind of tell you what I'm thinking about. And really, my focus isn't on these items. These items are just more in my way. If someone made me a good offer, someone said, look, I'll give you $1,000. Come and pick all this stuff up today. I would seriously consider doing it because I would make a few bucks off the sale, and I would clear some space for the stuff that is selling. And I guess that kind of moves on to my other point here, and that is, you know, sometimes we think things like this are going to do well, and they just don't. Even if there's comps. Right now, this reinforces to me the idea that you really want to focus more on things that people need right now. Maybe there will be a time when these things at this price point will actually go rather quickly. But if you're selling stock like this that just doesn't have the same demand as it used to, or you're not selling it fast enough, I guess you got to really consider how much are you into this product and how low can you go to get it to move. So yeah, just want to know your thoughts down below, guys. What would you do if you're in my position here? How would you move this merchandise? And I guess because I said, look, I'm willing to take $1,000 if someone was to come out and pick it up. I guess I'm serious about that. So does that mean that it kind of blows out my idea that, you know, maybe I just go as low as possible? You know, if I'm making, if I'm selling these for $15 a piece plus shipping, and after fees I'm only making, you know, $8 to $10 per case, when I'm only into them for $1.50, I mean, that's better than getting $1,000 for everything. I mean, it's going to take a while to move it, but that is an option. But I don't like pushing the market. I don't like running to the bottom. You know, like people talk about Amazon, how the biggest problem with Amazon is you buy product to send into FBA, and it's a race to the bottom. You know, especially if you have pricers involved, and you know, you're trying to be the top price so that you can be in the buy box. And the same holds true. You know, you want the top price on eBay because if someone's doing a search by way of price plus shipping, you want to be ranked up there very high. These are already ranked up high on Best Match, so, and that's because I'm promoting them pretty high. So I suppose what I could do is lower my promoted quite a bit, and then also lower my price on these, so that I'm still somewhat high in Best Match search. And then, you know, I lower the price, so I'm also very high, if not the highest ranking on price plus shipping. So these are all my thoughts just rolling through my head. I'm sure that you guys have some good ideas, or maybe you guys can just simply reinforce one of the ideas that I presented. But I just want to know, you know, how would you handle having so much of this new old stock, baseball, basketball, football cases. I have some softball, and I have some, I think I have like 8 mini helmet cases, so if someone has their favorite team, they can put their little mini helmet in there. And just trying to find a creative way, we don't do this for fun, we're trying to make some money, creative way to move this merchandise and make money. And this thought process rolls over to other types of merchandise that isn't sports memorabilia related, but just more want item related. So it's trying to have a conversation here about how do we get rid of some of the stuff that just the market isn't supporting right now. And I want your thoughts down below. So guys, hopefully this video has given you some thoughts for your own business, and hopefully you can comment down below and let me just know what you think. Let me know, is this really as good of a deal as I thought it was? $600 for all the stuff. And if you've been watching my videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go back and check. And I have my video that showed, you know, us unboxing everything out in the driveway, and of course the stacks of these cases that you see on the live stream when we're going live on Mondays and Fridays. And in my other second half of that is out here in the garage and really just taking up space that I really would rather use for the stuff that's selling really well. And as case in point, I bought that scale. It's a scale that you would see at like a deli where someone would throw like the pound of ground beef or whatever on the scale. It comes up with a weight, and then the clerk will type in the amount per pound or whatever, and the clerk will see the LCD on their side. The customer has their own LCD on the other side. Those things retail brand new for like $1,400. And I had this one's open box, new condition. Someone just bought it and decided to send it back, and worked perfectly. Everything's fine. I just accepted an offer on it for $800, so that's a score, being that I was only into it for like $30. So that's always good. So I'd rather focus my energy on that type of stuff rather than this here. So I just don't want to keep looking at this stuff. I'm really interested in moving it. Just like you're interested in moving some of your slower selling stock, and maybe by just having a conversation, we can kind of help each other out, figure out what the best course of action is when it comes to moving this type of merchandise. So like the video, guys, if you enjoyed the content, of course, I make videos like 2 to 3 a week, plus going live on Mondays and Fridays. So subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content that we put out, and if you want to be notified, hit that notification bell so you'll be the very first to be notified. So a lot of times people will say that, hey, never got the notification that you went live, and just make sure that you're notified and your notifications are set up properly. Sometimes YouTube does lose that information, and sometimes you might think you're subscribed and you might not be. So just check on those things. Because this is a really good community. There's a lot of friends that I've met just because of this channel, and I'm always looking to meet new ones. So hopefully we'll see you here on the live tomorrow, Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. But hey guys, moving older stock, right? Could be new, could be used stuff, things that are more on the want side. I mean, you can make an argument all you want about things being someone's need. But if you're evaluating two different items, they are going to be placed differently on the need versus want scale. Some are right in the middle, some are higher than others on either side, and you got to figure that out when you're making these purchases. Even if you're getting a great deal like what I got here, I think you really have to consider it. But these are all things that we have to deal with as resellers, and yet another example of how sometimes in this business flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day, and we will talk to you very soon.